Wondering what actually sells on eBay right now? Well, today I'm showing you exactly what sold this week again, including how much I paid, how much it sold for, and whether if I pick it up again. Hey guys, I'm Elizabeth, and I made just under 20K in eBay sales last year, reselling thrifted finds, flipping just 10 quality items a week. So today, let's see if I hit that goal again. Did I sell at least 10 items? Let's go. This first item is going to be by the mall brand Banana Republic. This is a women's size 14, black, white, gingham, ivory, ankle dress pant, new with tags. I do not pick up Banana Republic anymore unless it is new with tags and if it's a trending item. This one I have had in my eBay store for 2 years. So happy that it finally sold. I bought it at the thrift 2 years ago for $2.23. It sold for $27.56. This item sold on the 28th. So although I had it for a really long time, I'm just even more so excited that it sold and I will not be picking this item when I come across it at the thrift again. Then we have this brand, Teemo Wheeland. I think that's how you pronounce it. This is a woman's mustard yellow sleeveless lace button silk dress size 2. This is a beautiful dress. It's super lightweight. I love the lace detailing. Perfect for this particular season. I bought this at my thrift for $1.88. It sold for $29.21. The length of time it took this item to sell was 21 months, so almost 2 years. And as we go through this video, you might recognize that there's a theme with a lot of the items that sold this week. It's my much older items. I relist my items periodically to kind of get my older items up in the algorithm again so they can get in front of new eyes and relisting is a strategy that I use to make sure that my older items aren't lost in all of the millions of listings that eBay has. So I'm so glad this item sold and this item was purchased on the 30th. Before I move on, one thing that I do want to share about the Teemo Wheeland, the brand, is that with some comps, this type of brand do resell for quite a lot. I think for this item, it was in a smaller size and it did have a little blemish at the very top of the dress. And so I think those were factors of why it just sat in my store for so long. But there are a few comps where this type of dress would go anywhere between like the 30 to 40 or even higher dollar mark. And so again, just check your resale rate to see if there's a market for your particular item when it comes to certain brands. We have Columbia, which is our next brand. This is a men's blue plaid omni shade UPF 25 short sleeve shirt size 2XT, new with tax $50. So this item I purchased at my thrift for $2 20 months ago, almost 2 years as well. This item finally sold for $18.18 and this item sold on the 30th. So as you can see, this item has quite a few good factors going for it. It has the special aspect of a UPF. It is new with tags. It is an immense big and tall. So all of these things are great, but it still sat in my store for 20 months. So checking the sell-through rate is super important and also making sure that the pricing is adequate as well. These are all bits and pieces to help make your items sell in a timely manner. So for this one, I had it listed for around the $25 mark, but it still sat for quite a long time. So an offer came in and I went ahead and accepted it. And I'm so glad that I did for this item to be out of my eBay store. This next brand is by Brooks Brothers. This is a woman's sweater size large blue ribbed 3/4 sleeve classic preppy. Brooks Brothers is a hit or miss brand. I've had items that have gone out of my store really quickly, and then I have items like this one that sat in my store for a really long time. I bought this at the thrift for $1.75. It finally sold for $17.07, and I've had this for 3 years. This one sold on the 31st. I do have a couple of pieces that's been with me over a year long, and as long as I have space for these items, I will continue to keep them if the sell-through rate and the data on the specific item still looks okay. And this was one of them. I'm just so glad that it is now sold and it's going to a happy home. This next item here is going to be a Y2K vintage brand. I believe it's pronounced twice. I could totally be butchering it. Anyway, this is how the brand looks like. This is a men's 34 red camel cargo shorts, Y2K baggy skater, hip hop camouflage vintage. So as you can see in my title, there's a bunch of different combinations of keywords like Y2K, baggy skater, hip hop, just different ways to describe the item. I bought this at my thrift for $1.48. It sold for $31.99. It took 8 months to sell, and this item sold on the 2nd. So this is definitely a brand that I will pick up again. There is definitely a following. Vintage Y2K stuff is definitely very, very in. And so this one is something to be on the lookout for when it comes to specific brands. Thank you so much for sticking with me until the very end. You guys, that is pretty much it this week. So it's been an off week for me. Anyhow, let's go into the numbers. So my total cost of goods came out to $9.34. My total sales came out to $124.02. I only sold 5 items this week, which is half of what I usually sell. My minimum would be around like 7 items or so, and then my normal range is around like 10. But that's just the reality of reselling. I haven't changed anything in my routine. I'm still listing 10 items a week, and sometimes that's just how the way the ball rolls. So all of these items were sold on July 27th through August 2nd. So come back again next week to see how I do in terms of my what sold. Thank you so much for watching. If you have found value in watching this video, please go ahead and subscribe, like, drop a comment. Your feedback definitely helps my small channel grow. I post 3 videos every single week, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.